This is probably the most wearable men's Royal Oak Offshore you'll ever come across. And it's a funky one. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Aleks, and in this video I'm going to show you a very special piece from Audemars Piguet. It's a version of the Royal Oak Offshore from the mid-90s, and it's quite an oddball, I must say, because this piece incorporates the triple calendar complication within the Royal Oak Offshore family. This year, 2023, is the 30th anniversary of the Royal Oak Offshore, so it's going to be interesting to see what AP has to come with for the anniversary. And the Royal Oak Offshore was, when it was launched back in 1993, a very divisive piece that people either loved or hated. The older generation hated it. It was a monstrosity in their eyes, while the younger crowd seemed to like it quite a bit. And during the years, over a period of 30 years, we have seen many different versions of the Royal Oak Offshore in different case sizes with many different complications, and even ladies pieces with diamonds and so on. But this piece from the mid-90s, it was produced from the mid-90s to the early 2000s. It's quite something else, I must say, because in my eyes it combines the roughness of the Royal Oak Offshore with a pretty elegant complication, which is the triple calendar. And that's why I believe that I like this piece quite a lot, actually, because it's so random, basically. It's very random in my eyes. As I said in the beginning of the video, it's probably the most wearable men's Royal Oak Offshore there will ever be, because I don't see any pieces in the near future from AP, new pieces that's going to be in this wearable size, because this one measures 38 millimeters in diameter and is about 12.5 millimeters thick. So it's a chubby one, but it's quite well balanced, I must say. And this reference came on a leather strap, and the reference is 25808 ST, and ST indicates that the case is made out of steel. There is also the 25807 ST, which is the bracelet version of this watch, and that is probably the one I like more, because in my eyes, offshore is either rubber strap or a bracelet type of watch in my eyes, which also adds to the randomness of this specific piece. And as you can see here, for the strap version, you don't have these plots in the middle that fits the bracelet. So unfortunately, you can't really switch between the bracelet and the strap in the two different references, since the case is completely different where the strap attaches. As you can see here on my wrist, this 38 millimeter case wears pretty well. Since it is a Royal Oak Offshore, indeed, it wears a little bit bigger than the specified diameter, which is 38. 49 millimeters approximately from lug to lug, so pretty wearable even on a 16.5 centimeter wrist. And this specific example comes on an aftermarket strap, but it still has that beautiful, nice little folding clasp with the buckle that is basically half the bezel of the Royal Oak, which is a nice touch. And if we leave the case and the leather strap aside and the wearability, and we talk about the dial, it is the trademark Petite Tapisserie dial by AP in a navy blue shade. This one has some aging to it, which is nice. And here is where the odd part for this watch comes in, and as you can see, you have two apertures for the day and month indication, as well as a extra hand for the pointer date that indicates the date of the month with this extra hand. And on the chapter ring you have all the 31 days of the months, and at 6 o'clock also a running seconds, a sub-second, small seconds. And this is quite unusual, I must say, to see this kind of complication that I at least see more as a dress watch complication. I'm thinking, you know, 40s, 50s, Vacheron Constantin, Jaeger LeCoultre, and other brands like that, Movado also. And this is just fun, and this is why I like this watch, because this traditional complication in a sports watch, the rugged Royal Oak Offshore, is just a mix that is so random but makes the whole piece for me, actually. So yeah, I mean, I had the chance to borrow this watch from a couple of friends, and I just knew I had to make a video of it, because it's kind of a rare watch as well. There are not too many listed out there, but it's also such a funky piece that combines a traditional, more of a traditional dress watch complication with the rugged aesthetics of the Royal Oak Offshore, and in a very wearable case size of 38 millimeters that I think is just one of those pieces that people will recognize as a Royal Oak, but they will be a bit mind-fucked, excuse the French, when they see it has a triple calendar complication. They're like, what? But yeah, with that said, this is a cool piece. I definitely see this one as a future collector's item. I believe it's the best one is the 25807, which is the bracelet version. These are also available in gold, and they have some versions with funky color dials like turquoise, orange, and yellow, I believe. So interesting reference from the mid-90s when this piece was born, a funky watch that I believe is a bit overlooked and very interesting. Alright guys, so that's basically it for this time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on this piece in the comment section, and also don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next week.